Welcome back to the 5-Star News, here to bring you top-notch information at lightning speed. Teacher and producer Jeff Green, executive producer Aubrey Cook, sports anchors Liam Harper and Davis Kilgo. Behind the scenes we have Up to the Minute crew, Jared Damron and Camden Green, Logan Long and Mason Lyons, Carson Wells and Reed McDonald, Mackenzie Lee and Andrew Jones, Hogan Toy and McKenna Card, Harlan Woodard, and your anchors, Aubrey Cook and Jake Cobb. Welcome to the 5-Star News.
Hello everyone and welcome into our Tuesday edition of the 5-Star News. I'm Camden Green. We're going to start you off with some school announcements. We call this Up to the Minute. So grab a pencil and paper and jot this information down. Did you miss picture day last month? If you did, don't worry, picture retakes are today. So I hope you dress nicely and don't forget to smile. Moving on now. Do you have a special talent that you'd like to showcase to the school? If you do, now you have this platform. HHS will be holding the talent show auditions tomorrow and Wednesday in the theater during lunch. For more information, see the school website. And finally, we appear to be drying up a little from all the rain from the past several days. And that's great for our fall sports teams, especially the softball team. Their Region 6 4A tournament kicks off this week. As of right now, we know the Generals will host a game this week, but we don't know the opponent or the times yet. That's all for your announcements. Now,
thanks, Camden and Jared. Moving on now to Homecoming Queen. Friday evening, Christy Song won Homecoming Queen, and Coach Green got an interview with her as well as Principal Bradford on their thoughts for this year's Homecoming Court.
Heritage High School's 2018 Homecoming Queen is Christy Song.
I'm very excited. I'm very honored to be on this homecoming court, and then I'm very honored to be the queen. And I thank every single one who voted for me, and I'm very proud of everyone on the court, and I've enjoyed my last homecoming.
The students selected Christy Song as our 2018 homecoming queen, so congratulations to Christy. The band's had a monopoly the past couple of years on homecoming queens, but with the young ladies in the court, there couldn't be a bad decision. So congratulations to Christy, and congratulations to a great night and wonderful homecoming week here at Heritage.
Great job, guys. Now let's throw it over to Liam Harper with your Empress and Emperor of the HHS Taj.
as all of you know, the Emperor and Empress was crowned last Friday during the Homecoming Pep Rally. Who is it? Well, we'll just have to watch this story and find out. Okay, this is going to work, guys.
But we are also going to have a princess. Because if you raise $1,000, you deserve a crown too. All right, so our winner, actually I'll start with our runner-up. Our runner-up raising $1,002 is Miss Lauren Peters. And our Empress of the Taj raising all by herself $1,337 is Miss Susan Taylor.
So it's really cool to be the Empress. I feel like everybody here contributed, and $1,300, that's a lot of money. So we over doubled what we made last year for the Catoosa Children's Fund. It's a really cool fundraiser. I hope all the kids enjoyed playing along with us. We had a good time too. Yay!
It feels great to be the princess, and it also feels great to know that the juniors have hot cars because the seniors had fire trucks last year.
Hey, I just can't believe it that I won the Emperor of the Taj this year. Last time I heard, I was in third place at the end of yesterday, and I didn't have any donations today, but somehow I came from behind and won it. I'm humbled, I'm appreciative, and thank you for all the money that everyone put towards the Catoosa County Children's Fund. They're the true winners here, so thank you, and it feels good. Bye.
Congratulations to those who were crowned. I'm sending you over to Kilgo with our next story.
Thanks, Liam. On to more homecoming action now. Last week, our annual cornhole tournament took place. Let's see how they did.
Number 6, down for kickoff.
This is the 11th annual tournament.
And I think we've had our best turnout either last year or this year, but it's been a great turnout, a lot of competition, and really happy with the outcome.
We won a couple tonight, lost a couple, didn't make it to the finals, but had a great time. Well, yeah, of the Final Four teams, 3 have been champions before, so you know they definitely have some skill. I've noticed if you're good at basketball, it seems like you can toss the cornhole pretty well too. So I've seen that kind of as a common factor out here.
So the tournament was pretty good. Me and my dad went a couple rounds into the winner's bracket and then got knocked out by Cooper Terry and his dad. It's a pretty good game. In my opinion, I think we got cheated a little bit in the first game. But, I mean, it's pretty fun when you get to play one of your best friends in the tournament. And then we get into the loser's bracket and go all the way back to when we get to play Coach Terry and Cooper again, thinking we can redeem ourselves a little bit. And then we got beat again.
Yeah, it was a great tournament, great competition. The seating was great. Committees worked hard. Kids did a great job setting it up. It goes toward a wonderful cause and a lot of good talent. 24 teams tonight, and felt like everybody battled hard. So, you know, we got off to kind of a hot start and made it to the winner's bracket finals there, and just kind of sat for a little bit, and team got hot, man. Smoke and Coop got hot, and man, they earned it tonight.
It's just a fun event, and we look forward to it every homecoming week, and it's a big thing. All the kids get into it. A lot of the community members come out and play, and you know, a lot of the regulars come, but then every year there's some new faces too. So it's just a lot of fun. We knew Prominence Worldwide was going to be tough, but we hit TJ Baggers in the semifinals, and they skunked us. We barely even got started. I think Cooper threw once, and I threw once, and we were done. So had to come back to the losers bracket. Had to go through Green Machine twice, and they were hot. But yeah, it was good, and of course, able to beat TJ Baggers, get back to Prominence Worldwide, and able to beat them twice somehow. You know, Cooper was hot, and I got hot there at the end too. So that's what you have to do. You have to both be hot against them.
Hey, congratulations, Coach. That's a wonderful job tonight, man. Y'all earned it tonight, and just a great job, man. Well done. Thank you, Coach. Always a class act.
Looks like the event was great. Now into sports right after this quick commercial.
Hey, good morning, guys. If you will take out your packet and your vocab sheets, please. Today we're going to talk about subject pronouns and what they are in English and what they are in Spanish. So, hey, Mr. Long, would you please get off of your phone? This is not phone time. You need to put that away, please. The subject pronoun I is first person singular, right? We is first person plural. So in Spanish, that's yo, and then it's nosotros or nosotras. So, Mr. Long, I ask you to please get off of your phone. I'm going to take that. It's so disrespectful for you to be on your phone.
Why are you taking my phone?
Because it's disrespectful for you to have your phone. I already asked you one time to put it up. You know the rules in my class are that you cannot have your phone out in class. So it's not only rude, it's disrespectful.
We them boys. Holla, we them boys. Holla, 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 we making noise.
Welcome into 5-Star Sports, everyone. Davis Kogo here to get you caught up on all football action. Our Generals took on the Ramblers of Lafayette last week. How were the highlights? Let's get you on to Hogan Tour for the match recap. Huge crowd on hand at Jefferson's Field last Friday night for homecoming as the Generals took on Lafayette. And this one was a tale of two halves. The first half belonged to Heritage. The Generals got on the board first as quarterback Nick Hansen powers in the quarterback sneak to glue HHS a 7-0 lead, and that was just the start of their offensive explosion in the first quarter. After the Generals recover an onside kick, Generals running back Jeffrey Curtis takes the handoff and races 53 yards untouched down the left sideline, 14-0 Heritage. Generals cover yet another onside kick and immediately make the Ramblers pay again. This time it's Hansen finding Nolan Lutzkis on a crossing route, and 43 yards later he's in the end zone. 21-0 Heritage still in the first quarter. 2 minutes later, the defense gets in on the scoring fun. Here, the Ramblers' pass is deflected and intercepted by Maddox Rose, and he makes some great moves and scores from 44 yards out, 28-0 Generals. And don't take a water break yet because HHS wasn't done. Still first quarter, and they scored again. This time, Hansen hits a streaking Chandler Hill for a 52-yard touchdown pass, 35-0 Generals before Lafayette knew what hit him. Second quarter now, Generals leading 35-7 when they scored again. Hansen and Lutzkis for another long touchdown pass, 42-7 Heritage, and it looks like this one was over at halftime with the Generals leading 42-13. Second half, however, it looked at the team change uniforms. Lafayette made all the noise, rallying to score 29 points to climb within 2 points at 49-47 with just over 2 minutes to play. And they had a chance to tie on this 2-point conversion, but the Rambler pass is knocked down by Wes Lozano, still 49-47 Heritage. They would finally seal the deal here when Lozano covers the onside kick and Heritage wins the craziest game in school history over Lafayette, 49-47 in a shootout.
Sometimes you got to find a way to just stop the momentum, and we just could not quite make the play. We were close. We missed a couple of things. We didn't execute a few things. We didn't play very well defensively in the second half. But, hey, we had to make one play to keep the lead, and they made one play to keep the lead, and it was great. It was an effort play. It was a fingertip pass, good effort. So, W is a W. I don't care what the score was. We're 1-0 tonight, and that's all that matters.
It was actually pretty crazy. It was really fun. You know, we started off strong, but, you know, we let a little bit of stuff slip in the third and part of the fourth. But we ended up getting that dub, and that's all that matters in the end. So I'm really happy. I'm really excited, and I'm looking forward to next week.
Thanks, Davis. Now on to softball. I talked to Coach Moore and some of the players about the upcoming region tournament.
Seeding number one, it kind of is a reflection over the entire regular season for our girls. Our girls knew that the playoff format was going to change this year, so every regular season game mattered. And, you know, we had some really, really tough battles throughout the regular season, but I think that's just a reflection on the overall season we've had so far. Obviously, that gets us to a certain point right now, and now we have to go out and execute because it's playoff softball coming up. So, you know, we play Wednesday night, doubleheader here, 5:30 and 7:30 versus Lafayette. Depending on what happens, we may find a regular season or a region champion winner. If the games are split, then we'll have an if game, which is game 3. That would be on Thursday, and that would be the deciding game for our seeding for the state playoffs. And then we'll turn our attention next week to the state playoffs for round 1. So, you know, it's been a hectic week just last week with all the rain and you know, not understanding exactly when we were going to play and depending on the weather, but you can't control Mother Nature, and I think our girls did a good job of responding and working hard through that week, even though we haven't played in a little bit over a week. So I think our girls are going to be ready. We got to have, you know, 2 good days of practice and get ready for 5:30 on Wednesday.
I feel pretty good. I think we've prepared pretty good, and we play Lafayette for the region championship, and we faced them before, and we hit their number 1 pitcher pretty good, so feeling pretty confident about that one. You know, we have to hit. That's our main thing. We can't wait to the 2nd or 3rd inning, and we just need to come out and start hitting.
Sounds exciting. Well, that's all for me. Now on to Aubrey Cook about your author visit.
This past Thursday here at Heritage High School, we had our very own book signing and author visit. Miss Sixto and I caught up with Scott Rankin, the author of the Nixia books, to see what his day consisted of.
Wow, well, I am really thrilled about how the day went today. The schedule was, of course, shortened last minute, but we made it work with the time that we had. So book club got to meet with Scott Rankin this morning. They had breakfast with him and got to ask him some questions about the book Nixia. And then we met in the theater. All 9th and 10th grade students had the chance to ask him questions about his experience as a writer and also find out a little bit more about his debut novel, Nixia.
I hope that they just find a new series that they really love to read. I definitely think it's entertaining. There's plot twists that no one sees coming. And so my hope would just be that everyone who reads it, A, gets a really entertaining book, and B, hopefully sees themselves in a character and can identify with someone and feels like they're reading about their own life in a kind of fun way.
I absolutely love the fact that an author came to the school. You know, I loved it when Jeff Zentner came. And every author is very different because they all have different writing styles, they all use different words, and they all get over their writings differently. And I absolutely love science fiction. You know, as being in the nerd herd, you know, I'm going to love Nixia. It's an absolutely wonderful book. I suggest you read it. And he's a great guy. If you got to meet him, you know that. If not, maybe you can meet him someday.
Now let's throw it over to Reed McDonald with a recap from the homecoming pep rally on Friday.
Thanks, Aubrey, for that story. And I'm Reed McDonald, here to bring you a story about last Friday in the homecoming pep rally and parade. Well, with this story, we'll wrap up your news. So until Thursday, stay classy, Heritage.
the East, Coach Austin Alexander, Heritage High School class of 2015. Woo! Hold it.
They were pretty quiet. We'll hit the juniors up, let them start setting their police sirens off, and we'll boo them and run to the seniors. I'm letting you boo them.
Welcome back to the 5-Star News, here to bring you top-notch information at lightning speed. Teacher and producer Jeff Green, executive producer Aubrey Cook, sports anchors Liam Harper and Davis Kilgo. Behind the scenes we have Up to the Minute crew, Jared Damron and Camden Green, Logan Long and Mason Lyons, Carson Wells and Reed McDonald, Mackenzie Lee and Andrew Jones, Hogan Toy and McKenna Card, Harlan Woodard, and your anchors, Aubrey Cook and Jake Cobb. Welcome to the 5-Star News.